Hello everybody, I'm Shana, and today we have a super quick core blasting workout. We're going to be using only the TRX suspension trainer. After a brief warm-up, we're going to explore 3 different core exercises, doing 4 progressively more challenging sets for all of them. 1 quick stretch, and bam, you're done. Your core training is done for the day. So let's get started with a really quick warm-up. Guys, we're gonna go to your straps, TRX standing rollout. Straps are at mid-length, stand facing away from the anchor point. On the balls of your feet, find that active plank. We're doing a lot of planking today. Squeeze the buns, roll out just a touch, and then bring those arms right back beneath your shoulders. Are you keeping those butt cheeks tight? I really want you to think about that today, guys. Drive it open, brace, and bring it right back in, squeezing. Do you have 2 apples on your backside, or is it squishy applesauce? Hopefully those nice strong apples. 3, 2, and 1. Forward lunge with Y fly. So staying in the same position, but walk it forward. Arms are like Frankenstein. Take a big step forward with your right foot. Stretch into those handles, press down. Back to your plank. Other side, left foot forward. Lower the back knee down. Stretch and back to your active plank. Keep alternating. And if you'd like, you can hold it at the bottom for a minute, just stretching out your hips and feeling your core brace as you drive those arms back down into the handles. Let's think about your neck space right now. Are those shoulders down and back, out of your ears? And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finally, just a little bit of golfer's rotation. So straps are at mid-length, stand facing the anchor, hands belly button height. Rotate all the way up, touch the ceiling and stretch. Swing it down and through, other side. Really big reach. Doing some nice rotation here. Swinging down and drive. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's get this party started. We're starting right with your TRX Crunch. Straps are at mid-calf length. Let's get your toes in the foot cradles, 2 fingers in each foot cradle. Hold it wide in a Christmas tree. Roll back, dive your toes into the backside, flip it over. If you need to see that again, rewind, play it again. Strong active plank, drive the heels back and knees in and back to your nice strong plank. Time is starting now. Actively drive those hands into the floor. Remember, we have 4 sets of everything today, and we're going to progressively make this stuff harder and meaner, but the workout will be over before you know it. Are you sticking that landing on the end, really squeezing those buns? Remember, we're striving for those 2 apples on the backside. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on down. You've got a 30-second break. Enjoy that. Something really important I want to point out during the break, your hips should never sag when you're in this plank or suspended position in the suspension trainer. That's going to lead to low back pain. So make sure your body is in one nice straight surfboard. If you feel back pain, set your knees down, reset, and try it again. All right, guys, see if you can crawl forward just a little bit. That's going to make this more challenging. 3, 2, and 1. Pressing into the ground, shoulders directly above your wrists, driving those heels back, eyes out ahead of you slightly. Nice and slow and controlled. Our focus today is strength. Drag it in and reset. Notice how my hips are hinging up slightly as I bring my knees into my body. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now you can stay there if you'd like. Otherwise, I'm going to challenge you to do a single leg TRX crunch. Those are pretty mean. So again, option to stay where you were. Otherwise, I'm going to put just my left foot in both foot cradles, and I'll be ground facing away from the anchor point. The easier version of this one is keeping my right foot on the ground, which I might have to do. Harder version is crunching both knees. Going in 5, 4, 3, strong plank, 2, and 1. Both knees crunch in and return. Option is you can set that right foot down, but see if you can try to stay up. You're actively driving just that left foot into the foot cradles, pressing your hands into the floor. Remember, you can take that option of setting your right foot down, which I'm going to do for 2 reps. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my, 30 seconds, other leg. So now I'm gonna put my right foot into both foot cradles. And again, you always have the option of doing those regular TRX crunches. We're gonna get a lot done in 15 minutes. So popping that toe in, ground facing away. All right, I might be demonstrating that foot down option a few times here. All right, you guys are ready? We're going in. 5, 4, 3, strong plank, 2, and 1. Hit it. Both knees bend and return. Are you pressing down to the floor? Are you driving that right foot into the foot cradles? Here's your option. Left foot stays down, and you're actively driving your right foot in. 15 seconds left. Are you still keeping those apples on the backside? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. You survived the crunch series. Now we're going to move on to your side plank series. Oh boy. Option. You can stay out of the straps altogether for this one. Otherwise, you're going to keep your straps at mid-calf length, and we're going to put your toes in here and meet me ground sideways to the anchor point. My right forearm is on the ground, left foot is in front, right foot is behind. We're gonna go right plank, left plank, right plank, left plank, 2, and 1. Push down, brace. Now I'm gonna reach my left arm up, driving my feet down. If you feel your feet flapping back and forth in the wind, press down in the foot cradles, and that's gonna magically stop them. Squeezing your buns, pressing the hips forward, and actively drive your forearm into the mats, squeezing everything. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. You're going to flip it over. So all you have to do is roll to your stomach and then the other side. I'm going to move my strap and do the other side so you don't have to see my backside. So toes in. Ground sideways to the anchor point. We're going in 15 seconds. An option, if you need a little more stability, is keeping this outside hand on the ground. My top foot is in front, my bottom foot's behind. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Push down and drive. I'm actively pressing my forearm into the floor. I'm reaching my right arm up to the ceiling. I'm squeezing my thighs together, pressing the hips forward, driving the feet down in the foot cradles, creating as much tension in my body as I can. We have 10 seconds remaining. And 5, tighter, 4, brace it, 2 apples, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, you're gonna roll to your tummy, and then the other side, I'm gonna move my straps. We're gonna add on to this one. Remember those crunches that we did before? Can you do those crunches with your side plank? Maybe. If you want to give it a shot, go for it. If not, you can just hold those regular side planks again. We're going in 10 seconds. Top foot's in front, bottom foot's behind. Line your right elbow up beneath your right shoulder. 2, and 1. So option, you can pull both knees in and reset. Actively pressing your forearm into the mats, squeezing the thighs together, pressing down into the foot cradles, driving the hips forward. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Roll to your stomach, and then the other side. We have one more set with our side plank series. I'm going to switch my straps over again. This way you don't have to look at my butt for 30 seconds. You're welcome. All right, so you're flipped over now. Left forearm is on the ground. Crunching is optional. Setting up that position. My top foot is in front. My bottom foot's behind. Heel to toe, tight tummy, elbow beneath shoulder. 2, and 1. Come on up. And then pushing down as I drag my knees in. Making sure you're squeezing the buns to drive those hips forward, pushing downward into the foot cradles to keep from that wild swinging. You have 15 seconds left with this one. And 10. Nice and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2. You did it. Come on down. All right. Moving on to one of my favorite core combos, our resisted leg raises. We're going to do 4 sets of these, and I'm going to give you progressively harder options with every one of them. Your straps will stay at mid-calf length, and you're actually going to lay right beneath the anchor. So I'm going to lay so that my sternum is in line with the anchor point. Okay, if you're on a door anchor, feel free to just get your head right up next to the door. Hands in the foot cradles, bend the knees to 90. Press your low back toward the floor, press your hands downward, creating that tension. Keeping your low back pressed to the floor, lower one heel down at a time. Your job to make this more challenging, go ahead, time to start. Your job to make this more challenging is to keep the low back pressed down. It doesn't have to touch, but it should be near the floor. And also, the harder you press down in the foot cradles, the more challenging this is going to feel. Are those shoulders away from your ears? Are you keeping that belly button in? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hug your knees in tight to your chest. Roll it out. Awesome. We're going to do that again. Option to pick it up a notch. You'll have those legs straight, but do not let your back arch off the ground. You might have to limit your range of motion. Going in 3, press down with your hands. 2 and 1. Lower one heel down and bring it up. It's a lot harder than it looks, isn't it? So quick body checks here. Are you driving downward with your hands in the foot cradles? Are you pressing your lower back downward toward the floor? Are you creating that tension in your core by pressing into the foot cradles? Are you keeping your lower back from lifting off the ground when you lower the heel down? Are you keeping your ribs tucked in? 2 and 1. Hug it in tight. Here's our next option. You can do double leg lowering and raising. This one's tricky though. This is where people like to arch their back off the ground. I want you to make sure you keep your back pressed down. You can still have a little space, but you don't want it moving at all. This is totally stable here. Hands in the foot cradles. I'm pressing down really hard, hugging my shoulder blades into the ground. You still have 10 seconds. I'm going to lower my heels down. I can only make it to about there and bring it back up, not letting your back lift. Let's try it. Here we go. Lower down, brace, and return. Did that back come up? I hope not. Keep pressing downward in the foot cradles. Keep pulling that belly button in. Keep your ribs tucked in. For those of you who love Pilates, this is very Pilates-esque. Lots of core control from the inside out. Make sure those backs aren't lifting up off the ground. Driving down into the foot cradles. 2 and 1. Awesome. One more option with this one. Then we'll do a quick stretch and you will have survived your workout. This time, if you'd like, and you don't have to, you can do any one of the previous ones we've done, is you'll twist a little bit, lower down and back up and twist. Oh my gosh. So hug those knees in tight for just a moment here. We have one more set of this resisted leg raises. All right, hands in the foot cradles, press down. Press your back toward the floor. Lift those legs up. 3, 2, and 1. Little twist, lower down, keep braced. And drive it back up, other side. Little twist, lower down, keep braced. Again, are you keeping your back pressed down toward the floor? Are you actively pressing down into those foot cradles? Twist, lower, drive. It's all about core tension here. 10 seconds left. This is the last thing you're doing for this workout. Then just a little stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it out. We're going to end with your upper locust here. So I'm going to line my mat up. My straps will stay at mid-calf length. I'm going to be ground facing away-ish from the anchor point on my tummy. I'm going to place my hands into the foot cradles. Let my head relax downward. Shoulder blades in my back pocket and gently lift up. You feel that stretch in your tummy? Keeping those shoulders away from your ears. Give me some big inhales and exhales. Inhale. Exhale, press forward. Does that feel good after all that crunching we just did? And inhale. Exhale, press it up. This is about as yoga as I get here. You should check out some of Crystal and the other Shana's videos for some more awesome TRX for yoga. And inhale, exhale down, and come on out of there. Congratulations, we just did 15 minutes of solid core. Hopefully you learned some really cool new moves you can do with the straps, and your core workout's done for today. Nice job, guys.